Hey, hey, Jack Daniels, Coach Jack Daniels, Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxers Trainer's Channel. And I believe we're live. The indicators are not moving, so I'm not specifically sure that we are, but I think we are. They're moving, and I am live. So, with that in mind, let's get to the topics and let's get to the show. First of all, what do you think about my new hat? What do you think about my hat? Okay, okay. Just one of y'all to entertain the fact that I'm representing it to the fullest. Every day that I do this, it should be noted. In my heart, I feel that I'm representing this to the fullest. Hey, shout out to Law Dog Patterson. Shout out to my brother, excuse me, my son-in-law. What's going on, Marcel? Appreciate you, brother. Listen. The topic today is Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson of late is having what is alleged a mental breakdown. Now, I don't know for sure if he's having a mental breakdown, but I will say, based on the fact that Shakur is what 25, 26 years of age, right? He's up on an immense pressure. Um, First of all, being in the position of an elite boxer, right, and the accolades associated with being a elite boxer. Shakur Stevenson is a three times world champion. He's a champion in the featherweight, junior lightweight, and the WBC had recognized him as the WBC lightweight champion of the world, right? So that being said, there is a lot of pressure that goes along with all the ups and downs of boxing, especially for a young black man, based on the fact that um, more likely than not, Shakur Stevens is like the majority of us that came up in the house, in a home, right, that didn't have all the accolades associated with success. So that being said, him being a uh, child of like lifetime circumstances, right, growing up in what I just alleged, right, he is going to be up under, in my opinion, a certain amount of pressure. So to to be conducive as a boxer in the elite category as the core student is representing, right, he has to, in my opinion, seek out some professional help, right? Because us as a people, we are the last ones to seek out professional help that sometimes is needed. We don't know whether we need it or not, but the notion that somebody might talk about us because we're seeking professional help, or it don't look good to the homies, or whatever the case may be, right? More likely than not, has a negative impact on whether we as a people seek out that professional help. Now, it is being alleged that Shakur Stevenson is having a nervous breakdown. That is said because he's taking a lot of flack because of and it was a lackluster performance in this last outing, right? I mean, if you go back and look at Shakur Stevenson's prior fights, his prior championship, excuse me, fights, right? Shakur Stevenson is totally a different animal then than he is now, right? Shakur Stevenson was really an animated boxer, had a lot of charisma in the ring, and he dazzled, in my opinion, uh, the audience, right? Today, his performance is, as I said before, lackluster, right? And I'm not um, being one of those that are piling on, right? Trying to make it seem like that. That's the best thing for sure. Steve is pile on and talk crazy to him, and you know what I'm saying. Put him in a position where he feels like he needs to go on Twitter rates, right? And that's not what he really needs. What he really needs, in my highly educated opinion, is someone that understands the position of a young man, 25, 26 years of age, that has the success Shakur Stevenson has had, and uh, how that success needs to be challenged so it won't inadvertently turn into the negativity that we are seeing today in Shakur Stevenson's actions, right? There has been a lot of backs and forth in the media in regards to uh, Shakur Stevens, what they call Twitter tirades, right? He gets into it with everybody. And I think that I need to speak on that because everybody in this world, in my opinion, have the right to an opinion. The opinion might not be consistent with what you like, but they have the God given right to formulate an opinion and to speak on it without having to be put in a position, as is the case of late, where they're receiving negative connotations, negative criticism, right? I want to speak to that because I think it's necessary, right? Um, uh, Jay Prince had an issue with Cameron and Mace in regards to them addressing the issue about Shakur Stevens' lackluster performance. Right? It wasn't just those two. It was a lot of people. Right? They was totally taken aback by Shakur Stevens' lackluster performance, and they formulated an opinion and they addressed it. Right? So that intel put Jay Prince in a position where he felt the need to, uh, instead of Shakur Stevenson handling his business as a young man, Jay Prince took it upon himself to feel like he, based on whatever relationship the two have, right, he felt the need that he was being challenged as well as Shakur Stevens, and says some pretty horrific things to uh, Mace and Mason Cameron and Mace. Yes, Cameron and Mace, right? And they came back, and you know what I mean, and you know what I'm saying, left it all on the table, right? In regards to the things that Jay Prince said, and some of the things that he said may have been threatening in nature, right? Now, I have to speak to that as an older cat, right? That have been there and done that, been in the game, done a whole bunch of stupid stuff, uh, been in a lot of situations where I really wish that I hadn't put myself in a position where I had to suffer the consequences of where I had to grow, right, as a result of the stupid stuff that I did, right? And I think that I have accumulated the right to believe that as far as the game is concerned and as far as boxing is concerned, I'm an authoritarian on both, right? So let me speak to the game aspect first, right? Jay Prince have a habit of calling people out when they do something that displeases him, right? And he says that to people like he is willing to back it up. But the only thing about that is it is certain people in the so-called game, right, that don't take threats as serious as others, right? And there are some guys out there that will, you know what I'm saying, uh, call his bluff and put him in a position where he has to act or react, right? Now, me, as an older cat, right, I am not going to put myself in a position where if I was upset with somebody, I would award them the opportunity to be up on me being upset. And I would not put myself in a position where I would say threatening things to somebody who might call his bluff and take him on, put him in a position where he got to, put his dukes up or whatever the case may be, if you know what I mean. You see what I'm saying? So for Jake Paul to run around and make these flinging accusations about what he'll do, and whatever the case may be that he constantly hypes up to make people believe that he's this tough guy. And man, check this out. On the real, Jay Prince, no disrespect to right? But there are men among us, right? I'm one of them that ain't faded by that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not faded by that. You know what I'm saying? The fact remains the same that we all men. We all sleep, eat, crap, the whole 9 yards, right? And I just don't think that it's a wise thing to put yourself in a position that one of these days you're gonna call somebody they're gonna fade you, brother. You know what I'm saying? So let's be intelligent, especially as a 60-something-year-old man. Let's be intelligent and start with a childlike play. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I say that in good taste, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because me, for one, I am actually sick and tired of my people, y'all, right? Keep going back and forth and want to do this to one another and want to do that to one another. You know what I'm saying? What for? You know what I'm saying? What do we as a people have in common? One thing for certain and two things for sure. We don't own nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all got some of y'all got some scratch, Jay Prince, and a few others. Y'all got scratch, but I'm saying, where, when do we start pulling our resources together and uh, start thinking about buying stores and reaching out and helping one another with that scratch, right? Instead of just using it to uh, betray certain uh, examples, right? Like I'm the man. I got paper. I got man. That don't make look. I didn't say it this once. I'm gonna say it again. Man don't make money. Money don't make man. Man make money. How about that? Money don't make man. Money. Man make money. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So I said that to say that you know what I'm saying? Instead of arguing all the time, going back and forth about who the baddest and all that, man, why don't we try a different method? Why don't we try uh, talking things out instead of, you know what I'm saying, putting a person in a position where they feeling threatened? And again, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cats I know that they ain't feeling that. They're not feeling that, right? So that said, you know what I mean, and I think I need to address the issue about Shakur, and well, I did start on it, but I kind of got off track when I went to Jay Prince and what I thought about his behavior, right? But we need kind of, in my opinion, we need to kind of like um, give Shakur Stevenson a little elbow room, right? And not be so hard on him. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. He needs some help. He needs, in my opinion, the type of man in his ear that is not um, protecting him, but giving him some solid advice in regards to, especially his boxing game, right? Because Shakur Stevens, in my opinion, is good, and he has the ability to be great. But there is something missing in his uh, thought process, right? There's something missing. You know what I mean? And I entertain a few notions, right, in regards to him and his trainer, but those are just notions. You know what I mean? In my opinion, Shakur needs to have a conversation with somebody outside the boxing game, right? Somebody that, you know what I mean, that is gonna give it to him straight up. You know what I mean? And try to put him in a position where he understands a lot of things that he's doing um, only compromises his position as a man and as a fighter, right? He has a lot of talent, right? But I think that the sale has somehow um, sailed in regards to before and now. He needs to get himself back to the before. You know what I mean? Before uh, Shakur, in my opinion, was on the road to greatness. Don't know what happened, and I would love to know, but we want to try to get Shakur back on the right track. So let's kind of lighten up on him a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's try, in my opinion, right? My opinion. Let's try to lighten up on him a little bit and help him out. Right. That being said, hit the subscription button, hit the like uh, button, drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about Jay Prince and the things that he says to other men. Right. And share this video with your friends and relatives. With that being said, I think I might be back on tonight. I think they got a fight, and I might do a fight party. Again, I am going to get this set up where we can have conversation via the phone. I already got the phone. Again, I elaborated on this yesterday, uh, but I haven't implemented it into the system yet. And I will. I will, shortly. That being said, peace out, y'all.